Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to talk about the full moon in Aries that occurs on October 9th, 2022 at 4:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 16 degrees of Aries. So at this time the sun is in Libra across the sky from this full moon in Aries, and this is a great time for you to look at what themes that Aries leads, whether it has to do with self-initiation, self-starting action. Remember, Mars is really in its form here in terms of it being the ruler of Aries. So don't be surprised if you feel like a little more goals oriented or wanting to start new goals. But also the full moon is an illuminating time, so you may find that goals you set back in that new moon in Aries back in the spring, you now have new information, and maybe you need to shift those goals from what you had before. Capricorn, I will tell you that Pluto has stationed direct in your sign on October 8th. So this could feel like a clearing out of truths, maybe around your career, work. Capricorn, you know you have many of those traits of goal setting, wanting to have a clear path as to like how to climb the mountain or how to get to what you want to get to. So this could be a really nice time for you to reevaluate what it is that you're trying to seek out. Okay, Capricorn, so if you haven't heard from other videos, my background looks a little different. We are in the process of moving homes. So while exciting, it's also a little nerve-wracking that I don't have my usual setup, but I'm excited to be able to bring you all this video. October is a really dynamic month, and I wanted to make sure I got these out to you. All right, Capricorn, so let's take a look at the past, present, and future. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, commented, given me a thumbs up, it really helps my channel grow, and I would appreciate that for my channel. Okay, y'all, so for the past, we have the 9 of Wands in the upright position. For the present, you have the 2 of Wands in the upright position. So already 2 wand cards. And look at that, you have the Knight of Wands in the future. So Capricorn, lots of wand energy, wanting you to take control of your passion. But this also has to do with that Mars energy, right? It has to do with goal-oriented. What is it that you're trying to achieve and take action on, especially with them all in the upright position. The universe really wants you to take some time and figure out what is it that you've learned since the spring, and how can you adjust your goals so you can achieve some of these goals that you're interested in. We also have a grand trine, air trine between Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini at this time. You actually just had these 2 cards fly out. I think it's interesting that they're both Pentacle cards. This 8 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles just flew out when I was talking about that air trine. So don't be surprised if you get some messages around work, around decisions. Many of you might be looking for a job. This 8 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles is a really good sign that you might need to weigh your options on different things you've been working on to advance your career, possibly start on looking for a different career. So interesting that those just flew out a few moments ago. Now that grand air trine, Capricorn, could help you get some clarity around some themes that are like mental, if you've been trying to think through anything that has been bogging you down. That grand air trine with Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini could be very beneficial for you. All right, so let's pull some clarifiers for the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for the Nine of Wands clarifier, you have the Tower card. So possibly something that needed to come to an end, especially with Nine of Wands usually leads to the end of some kind of cycle. So that Tower card is good to see because it usually means that you have already gone through this in the past and possibly you now are at this Two of Wands in the present. So that's good to see. Clarifying with the Emperor card is led by that Aries, so really indicative of the present full moon in Aries here with the Two of Wands, going forward with gusto, with whatever plans or dreams that you're wanting to do. So that's nice to see. And in the future, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So possibly just needed to really think through any plans that you have, Capricorn, with that Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands can sometimes get into things a little too quickly, not think through what they need to do before entering them. So just keep that in mind in the future. But in the past, we do have this Nine of Wands and the Tower card. And to me, this really, Capricorn, is some type of goal that possibly you've already reached, or maybe you're getting a different realization that you're tired, you're done with that phase of your life, and the Tower card has come through to remove it. Maybe you're thinking back on something that didn't work the way that you were thinking it needed to, or the Tower card can also just clear out things that are no longer useful in your life. This could be a reorganization at your work. This could be you getting clarity over a belief that you had in the past. Whatever it is, the Tower card has removed it from your past. And that's kind of what I'm getting from that Nine of Wands and the Tower card. Now in the present, you have the Two of Wands and the Emperor. I really like to see this combination because I feel like that Mars energy of Wands and you kind of looking over, you know, you can see where it's dark, but there's like this peak of light over the horizon, and that Emperor card, even though the Emperor is in reverse, I feel like this Mars energy is really with you, Capricorn. It's telling you, like, at this Aries full moon, take a look over what you have accomplished and figure out how you can learn from it, and then like get the strength to kind of like reinvent yourself for the future. That's kind of like what I'm getting with that Two of Wands and the Emperor. And then in the future with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is kind of like that cautionary, pay attention to what you're like flying into. Knight of Wands can be like fiery, want to get something started quickly. And the Nine of Swords is almost like, make sure you're not doing something too quickly, then you're stressed about it or you're worried about the actions that you have taken. But I do feel like this is something dealing with either some kind of options at work, maybe a new career, like I said. Keep these, you know, ideas in your mind, Capricorn, because with you all being an earth sign, this definitely could be something around you and options for your career or where you want to move next with your finances. But I really feel like this is going to be a positive full moon in Aries for you, Capricorn. Everything looks like, I'm glad to see that Tower card and the Nine of Wands is in the past. It feels like, you know, the hardest part is probably behind you, and you know it really looks bright as you move forward into this full moon in Aries. Okay, Capricorn, I'll talk to you all later.